Hey guys, it's Shelby from Big Cat Creative, and in this week's video, we are going to be talking about exactly how to remove the header or footer from a page in Squarespace. Now, you might be asking, why would I ever want to purposely take away my navigation tools? But sometimes your visitors just need a little extra distraction-free direction to gently push them towards your offers. This is why removing your header or your footer from pages like landing pages, sales pages, freebie opt-ins, or Instagram links pages can actually be a really smart business move. Without having access to a header or a footer with all kinds of links that can swiftly whisk them away, your visitors are going to have no choice but to focus only on the messaging that you're putting out on the page. And luckily, Squarespace makes it easier now than ever to accomplish this, so let's get into it. You can now remove both the header and footer from a Squarespace 7.1 website without any custom code, and it seriously only takes the click of your mouse. So it's super simple and convenient. All you need to do is navigate into your Pages panel and then find the page that you want to remove the header and or footer from. So I'm going to go to this mock sales page, and once you found your desired page, click on the little cog settings icon to the right of the page name. In this settings window that pops up, click on the navigation tab, and from here you can go ahead and toggle off the visibility option for both your header and your footer. So if I toggle both of these off and then click save, you can see now that there is no header at the top of my sales page, and if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, there is also no footer. This sales page is now completely distraction free, and visitors are just going to be focusing on the material rather than clicking around throughout all of the other tabs on the website. And if you want to turn either of those things back on, all you do is go back into this settings window, navigation, and toggle those header and footer options back on. Now, if you're using Squarespace version 7.0, there are a couple of additional steps you need to take, and there is some custom CSS involved, but don't worry, we're going to walk through all of that right now. The first thing you'll want to do to make your life a whole lot easier is to download Squarespace ID Finder, which is a Google Chrome extension that allows you to find the ID of specific pages, sections, and blocks on your Squarespace site. This is super helpful when you're making CSS customizations that need to target specific elements, and in order to remove the header and footer from your 7.0 website, we do need to find the page ID, so this will come in handy. You will need to be using Chrome as your browser to install this extension if you aren't already, and you can just go ahead and search Squarespace ID Finder and it'll pop up, and there will be an install button up here on the right that you can click, and it will just automatically install into your Chrome extensions. Once you have the ID Finder installed, go ahead and head back into your Squarespace website and navigate to the Pages panel, and then find the specific page that you want to remove the header and footer from. Once you're on the page that you want to work with, you can click on the little extensions icon up in the top right-hand corner of your browser, and then find the Squarespace ID Finder. Once you click on that, it will automatically bring up all of the various IDs on the page that you're working with. You might see section IDs or block IDs, but the ID that we are looking for is the page ID, which is also called the collection ID, and it's usually in this yellow color up here at the top. Once you find it, just click on it and it will automatically copy that ID to your clipboard. And you can turn the extension off by again clicking on the extension icon and then clicking on Squarespace ID Finder. Next, we'll need to go ahead and paste that ID into our custom CSS window. And to find that, while you're in your Pages panel, scroll to the very bottom, and under where it says Utilities, click on Website Tools. From here, click into the Custom CSS tab, and this is where you'll paste in all of your CSS. So since I already copied our page ID, I'm going to click into the window here and paste that in. You'll then follow your page ID with an open curly bracket. And when you add in the open curly bracket, Squarespace will automatically add the closed curly bracket for you. So you just want to make sure that your cursor is in between those two brackets. Once you have that completed, you'll want to go ahead and paste in the relevant piece of code in between those two curly brackets. The particular code that you need to remove the header or footer from your Squarespace 7.0 website is going to depend on the template that you're using, but we have code snippets for all of the various templates that you can just copy and paste in the blog post that goes along with this video, so be sure to check that out to grab your code. It will be linked in the description below this video. I'm just going to go ahead and paste in the code for the brine template because that is what I'm using, and as soon as I paste in that code, you'll notice that the header goes away and my footer has gone away as well. If I wanted only the footer to go away, I would just remove the part that says header and my header will come back. If I want to just remove the header, I would just remove the part that says footer and only my header would disappear. And once your code is pasted in and you're happy with how things look, be sure to click save before exiting out so that your code sticks. Now you can also apply one piece of code to multiple different pages. So if I wanted to do that, I would just go back into my pages panel and find a new page that I wanted to make this customization to, head back into my extensions icon and click on Squarespace ID Finder, and then copy that collection or page ID. Now we'll go back into our custom CSS window, and then you can paste that page ID right after the existing one that's there. All you need to do is add a comma and then paste in the new ID, and you'll see that that code applies to the new page as well. And you can add as many pages as you'd like using this method. All you have to do is add a comma and then add another page ID. And again, remember to click save when you're finished. And that is all there is to it. I hope this tutorial comes in handy and gets you on your way to your best sales year yet. If you liked this video and you want more like it, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one.